guys, how's everybody doing? So a quick video, performance brake pads, specifically your Ferodo DS Performances, your Ferodo DS2500. Are they worth upgrading? And I suppose it's like anything with a performance car parts. If you're not reaching the limit of the standard car parts, then there's really not much point. So how would I judge if you're reaching the limit of your standard brake pads? I'm assuming that you're using standard brake pads now. So if you find that your brake pads last for like a year, I'd say it's probably a good idea for you to get upgraded brake pads, i.e. Ferodo DS Performance, Ferodo DS2500. Now I suppose the biggest problem or the biggest issue people have is they're so much more expensive than normal brake pads, and I suppose it's normal to think, am I going to get my money's worth? Okay, I'm okay to spend the money, but I want to get value for that money. So what exactly does spending the extra money get you with the DS2500, the DS Performance Ferodo brake pads? Well, from the value for money point of view, probably the biggest thing is that the service life. In my experience, they will last around 2 to 3 times longer than a normal set of brake pads. And I'm talking about Ferodo Premier. And now Ferodo Premier are not a bad brake pad. They tend to last quite a long time anyway for a standard replacement brake pad. In my opinion, they're probably the best standard replacement brake pad. But even so, the DS Performance, DS2500, if you're driving the same way, in my experience, they last 2 to 3 times, maybe even 4 times longer than the original brake pads. So right off the bat there, I would say that you're going to get your money's worth and some. So if the brake pad is lasting, 3 times, 4 times longer, that's 3 sets of standard replacement brake pads you haven't had to buy. And it's 3 to 4 times of labour charges that you haven't had to pay, and or if you change them yourself, your time. So for me, that's the immediate win. You're going to get value for money. And then obviously, because they're performance brake pads, the hot performance is going to be better, i.e. you're going to be able to the pads are going to grip the brake disc better when the brakes are hot compared to the standard brake pads. Now, if you're using brake pads the brake pads that you have and they're relatively good quality, and you're getting through them in around a year, then I would say you're probably quite hard on the brake pads anyway. So this is definitely something that, in my experience, you're going to feel. In your day-to-day driving, you're going to feel that extra grip on the brake disc. It's just going to make the brake pads feel nicer to use and easier to modulate because you've got more grip to work with. So those are the really 2 big things, guys. I suppose it's value for money and performance. And like I said, first of all, the most important thing is, do you need to upgrade? And I would say, like I said, if you're getting through your brake pads in around a year, then you're obviously quite hard on your brakes. So I'd recommend upgrading the brake pads, and I wouldn't worry about value for money. You can get, in my experience, you easily get your value for money, and into the bargain, you also get a product that's nicer to use daily driving. So that's the video, guys. Just a quick one. As always, thank you for watching. Please vote on it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again next time.